so the Timberwolves win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. Towns finds Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Now, here is Morris. Jackson looking it over. Passes it to Zubac. Out to Morris. Clock at 4. Goes up on the wing. Good. He hits the jump shot.
It's just a smooth jump and something Morris entered the league with, but now he's hitting it with more consistency. And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
George against Edwards. Morris.
Rejected by Towns. I mean, he's become a great shot blocker.
Outside, Russell. Outside, Towns. It's hauled in by Zubac. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history. Not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
Jackson against Russell. Outside, Towns. Kept alive. Here's Gobert. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
Leonard kicks to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Outside for Jackson. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. George, no good. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here. Poke loose. Leonard with the steal. Jackson dishes to George. And George with the stuff.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Tyronn Lue. Dave, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. He said we want to work the ball into the paint, high percentage looks, and then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Morris following the 3 by Minnesota. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Now here's Leonard. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. Leonard against Gobert. No good on the 3. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
And the wide open shot for Morris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Timberwolves leading by 3. Russell passes to Towns. 3-pointer. Not going to go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Here's Morris. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George looking over the floor. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low, here's Gobert, and the rejection by Zubats. Inside, Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Gobert with a screen on George. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Timberwolves lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson at the point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
George dishes to Morris. Back to George. Tries again. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Over in the corner, Edwards. He dishes it to Russell. Zubats against Edwards. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That was with force by Kawhi, dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
Russell kicks to Towns. Pass to McDaniels. On deep. Another miss by Towns.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck to beat here. It's just not his night.
On the wing, George. Now the pass to Zubats. Morris outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. 2 on the clock. Puts it up. Here's Zubats. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Edwards with it. George picks him up. Back to Edwards. Drives to the hoop. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. They trail by 1. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity.
Right, we know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 5 now.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Jackson down low. He's guarded by Russell. Misses from short range. Edwards passes to Russell. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Russell. Gobert's got the lead up to 6 now for Minnesota.
Entering the league raw offensively, Gobert's developed a few moves in the inside.
And here's Morris for three. Good on the triple. He has 7.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Russell against Jackson. Pass to McDaniels. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of the game. Russell finds Towns. Fires the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. D-Box has got 6 rebounds in the game. Nobody near Leonard. Off target from outside. Timberwolves leading by 3. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Pass to Russell. Back to McDaniels. Out to Edwards. From deep. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the 3-point bucket. He'll go to the line to shoot 3.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And on his 3rd shot, he finally gets it to fall. 15 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Outside for George. And some good action to the first. Thank you, David. And we'll be right.
The Clippers, 15. The Timberwolves, 19.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Clippers trail by 4, and on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Taurean Prince is out there with Anderson. Then there's Reed, and it's McLaughlin in at the point.
The 3-point numbers for Kawhi Leonard, they show this man is elite from deep.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And the Timberwolves with possession here.
Put your hands together for your first breaker.
Here's McLaughlin. Prince wide open. That 3 off the mark. It's tipped. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
First personal foul. First team foul.
That one drops. He ties it up. And Los Angeles guys shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Wall passes to Mann. Back to Wall. Here's Mann. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Pass to Noel. Here's Prince. Can't hit that one. Good D by Covington. Here's Los Angeles now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Powell, the pass to Mann. Back to Powell. Outside, Wall. There's the pass to Covington. Here's Mann. For 3. The rebound by Prince. To the middle. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Not just hanging out on the perimeter, Prince showing his versatility and can challenge you at the rim.
Here's Batum. Takes it out to Covington. Over to the wing. Back to Wall. Second shot opportunity. That one drops for him. Wall's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Pass to Reed. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Anderson. And his first shot of the game, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Man passes to Wall. In the corner, Powell with it. Offline with his 3. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. A 2-point game. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Powell kicks to Covington. Outside, Wall. And Wall slings it home.
You can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Noel passes to Reed, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. You see some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And Wall, here we go now, takes the 3. Kicks it out to Covington, takes a 3, hits it from 3-point range. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Quick attack by Covington, not giving the defense a chance to get all over him.
McLaughlin, the pass to Reed, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. There's a minute left in the third quarter of the game. Prince misses. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 13-4 run. Powell, no one around him. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
All with the steal. Covington with it. Now by Anderson. Covington into the lane.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
McLaughlin, the pass to Prince. Here's Reed. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job taking it right at him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than the average number.
Both free throws good from Reed. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Timberwolves substitution.
And here's Leonard. He has 5. In the corner, George with it. Here he goes. Back to Leonard. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. On the clock for 3, Edwards. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Now, here is George. McDaniels defending. Morris dishes to Jackson. Puts one up from 19. Here's Zubac. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Russell passes to Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Now here's Jackson. Outside, George fires for three. And no good that time. And Minnesota now the other way. Here's Edwards. And it's off the back rim. No good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Russell against Jackson. Outside Leonard. Kicks to George. Back to Leonard. Shoots over McDaniel. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Morris outside. Here's the three. Rebound Minnesota.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Connects from three-point range.
And that was a confident shot. Love when Edwards just rises up and fires off the dribble.
And George kicks to Leonard. Morris a screen. Lets it go from deep. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And here's Edwards from the arc. McDaniels finds Towns. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The drive by Jackson. Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Another shot. Nifty move. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Rudy Gobert.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
Jackson kicks to Morris. Outside, George. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside. Looking very comfortable from in there.
Russell passes to Edwards. Now Gobert. It's stolen by Morris. Outside Leonard. He kicks it to George. In the corner, it's Morris. Here's Zubac. Back to George. Right side Jackson. And stolen by Russell.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Jackson against Russell. Outside Jackson. Outside Leonard. 5 on the clock. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves on offense. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
And they commit an intentional foul. He's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
And he's been a consistent free throw shooter. Jackson could make a difference here.
Huge shots. Tremendous job stepping up in a big way for them at the stripe.
And it's all about the three right here.
And they're looking to tie it up. Live to play another period. We'll see what they run right here.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Jackson. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. Thank you, David.
Does that?
And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center, locking down the middle.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
And it's Brooks missing. Now the Clippers with it. Leonard outside. Pass to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Kicks it out to Jackson. This one for three. Pure from three-point range. Jackson's got 5 now.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer. One of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Bain finds Brooks. Back to Bain. Pulls it.
Yeah, just an outstanding defender. George's timing and feel for how to guard guys is a valuable commodity. And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
6 to shoot. Pass to Morris. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Leonard for 3. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
Oh, big finish. Wow. Okay, I see you. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Brooks against Leonard. Jackson, the pass to Morris. Going inside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Moran against Jackson. It's rebounded by George.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Lets it fly. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Brooks. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Jackson, pass to Morris. Now George. Out to Leonard. Back to George. Leonard outside. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all. He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Now here's Moran. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
1:33 left to play in the first quarter. Jackson outside. 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Payne, the pass to Brooks. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. .119 left in the first quarter of the game. Moran against Jackson. George outside. Out to Leonard. To end the drought. Here's Zubac. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now here's Adams. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Morris outside. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Jackson, the pass to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
The hands of Kawhi are huge, and they help him palm the ball, slam it with ease.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Brooks against Morris. There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by Morris. Moran against Leonard. Pass to Morris. Out to Leonard. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. The Clippers on top, leading by 3. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
So on the floor from Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. Pass to Jackson. George with it. Shot clock at 6. And the three-pointer goes. George has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Bain with it. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Outside for Brooks. Outside Bain. Outside Morant.
Morant with the slam! Okay, I see Ja flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay. Every night, Ja Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Leonard's shot's good.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Morant into the lane. From deep, Bain. A rebound by Jackson. Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face. Yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
Morris for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Jackson shakes him, and the dunk by Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
Jackson finds Zubac. Back to Jackson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
From the wing. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers. Here's Jackson. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Pass to Zubac. Now Morris. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Bain. Leonard for 3. And no good. And it's Memphis the other way. But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
George passes to Jackson. Leonard for 3. A rebound by Jackson. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Morant. Oh,
nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
George passes to Morris. Back to George. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to George. Jackson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard for 3. Again, the miss by Leonard.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And it's Morant off the drive to the wing on the left. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Pass to Adams. Fires from 14. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Clippers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Now George. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant's got 4 rebounds now. From deep, Bane. The shot comes out. And so that brings the first half to a close. The Clippers on top. They lead by 6. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Man, have we seen Reggie Jackson really have a great game.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Ball and Powell are the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Man in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Outside Covington. The kick out to Wall. Back to Covington. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And RJ, you took a part in a lot of playoff basketball. Compare the intensity of the regular season versus the postseason.
It's so different preparing for a regular season game than a postseason game. You have more experience. You understand what the other team is going to do. So the prep is that much more higher, but you also have to execute at an entirely different level.
Back to Jones. The kick out to Williams. This for the tie! And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Wall, the pass to Batum. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Williams misses.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Covington passes to Powell, and he banks in the layup. And now a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
Pass to Conchar. Here's the 3. Connects from downtown. Conchar's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Wall. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Powell finds Wall. Powell outside. 5 on the clock. 3-pointer, no good. For Memphis, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Off the mark there with a 3. Batum outside. And a two-handed jam!
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. Fires for 3. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Wall. Out to Covington. Let's go with a 3. Batum. Pass to Wall. For 3, Covington. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Covington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Jones drives in. Green for 3. Here's Conchar. Now covers. Jones, the pass to Williams. Up and in on the layup.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
Over to the wing. Here's Wall. Another shot. Batum gets the bucket. Batum's got 6 in the quarter.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Outside for Green. Williams against Covington. Williams misses. And what you appreciate about Jones is how under control he is, Richard. He's never in a rush.
It's what allows the game to come so naturally to him. He's skilled at keeping things very simple, solid at setting the pace for himself and his squad.
Over to the left wing. Ball for three. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside, Williams. Pass to Conchar. Kick out to Williams. Inside and stolen by Covington. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And stolen by Clark. Williams in the post. Wall covering. Green for three. And again, Memphis no good. To the middle. Here's Man. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And so it's Los Angeles. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Los Angeles shooting around 50% of the game so far. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. We've got Brandon Clark. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Green, and it's Williams in at the four-man position.
Yeah, well, Covington was totally prepared there. He had the shot all picked out and just needed to be fed.
Pass to Conchar. Lets it go from deep. Memphis the rebound. Powell brings a double, and we're going to have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Williams passes to Jones, and there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game, and it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
Substitution on the court.
On the wing, Bain. George defending from downtown. Can't get it to drop, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Morris passes to Jackson. Leonard outside. Lets the three fly. Adams grabs the miss.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And the basket by Bain.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
And here's Jackson. Morris with it, guarded by Morant. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks outside. Pass to Morant. Back to Brooks. Takes the three. It's rebounded by George. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Leonard for three. Sinks the tray. And the Clippers lead by 14.
With a smooth jumper and unwavering confidence, Leonard's able to consistently convert from downtown.
Jackson against Morant. Outside Bain. Money on the 19-footer. Bain's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. He's still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Leonard with the ball. Checked by Brooks. George, right side. And the Clippers hit again from deep. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers. Pass to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. RJ, you played with some of the greats. LeBron, Duncan, Dirk, Jason Kidd, just to name a few. But if the game were on the line, who would you want taking the last shot? Put you on the spot here.
I'm going to be really honest. I have been in great situations with all of those guys, and they have all delivered. So this isn't, but I'm going to go with the person that's delivered the biggest shot of my career, and that was Kyrie Irving. And he hit the clutchest shot in NBA history. Argue with me if you want. You're going to lose.
No argument here. Leonard against Brooks. Leonard passes to Jackson. Back to George. Down low. Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Clippers.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Kawhi Leonard.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
Morris outside. From deep. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Moran against Jackson. And that one's good. Moran.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Morris outside. Back to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Morris. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. George outside. From deep three-point range. Misses there. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily.
If you like free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks at the 3, the small forward. Now Edwards. Following the miss by John Morant from deep. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Prince misses. Morant with it. Guarded now by Prince. Kick out to Adams. He takes it in. Back to Bain. Fires from deep. Rebound Minnesota.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Here's Brooks. Here's Adams. Outside, Bain. Morant with a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. And the Timberwolves with possession. Russell passes to Gobert. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
Grizzlies have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. And the layup is good.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Outside, Russell kicks it to Gobert. Prince outside. Shot clock at 6. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Morant. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. here in the first. Just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Three-pointer. Morant with another miss. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside, Towns. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, I tell you what, so hard trying to corral Towns. He's got excellent strength, good feet, good hands. He's got a will to score the ball that you've got to appreciate.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game. Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. Outside, Bain. Launches it. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Here's Russell. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that. Mercy, mercy me.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
That's good from Morant. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Towns kicks to Edwards. It's to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Outside, Bain. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Minnesota leading by 3. Prince with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Morant with the steal. The 3. He doesn't hit that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. The pass to Gobert. Outside, Edwards. Prince outside. The offensive rebound. Back to Edwards. Pass to Russell. Kicks it out to Prince. Stolen by Jackson. To the paint. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop.
Love the energy and effort Morant provides, especially when he's on the break.
Outside, Towns. Over in the corner, Edwards. For the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up by 4. And the second. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in its small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. It's Morant with the drive. And a wide open look for Bain. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Russell inside. Guarded by Morant. Out to Russell. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Grizzlies trail by 7. D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
The kick out to Town. So the wing on the left. Gobert dishes to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Morant outside. Front past the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Back to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Passes it to Gobert. Jackson against Towns. Kicks it out to Prince. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. Trailing by 4. Morant drives in. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, the Timberwolves. Payne for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Payne's got 6 here in this quarter. And the accepted wisdom is role players tend to play better at home than on the road. And I've always wondered, Clark, how does that affect them more than stars?
You know, I don't know if I actually buy into that. I do think there's a comfort level when you're at home. I think it's always a little more pressurized to be the home team because you have some additional distractions. Typically, role players are a little more inconsistent overall just based on their particular positions. But that's why you don't call them stars. You call them role players.
And again, the turnover by the Timberwolves.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Morant looking around. Jackson kicks to Bane. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Morant with the steal. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
So far, they moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Bane against Towns. And he jams it with authority.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Gobert. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
55 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Edwards finds Prince. Shot clock at 5. To the right side. Towns for 3. And it's Morant with the rebound. Memphis has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Towns, the pass to Gobert. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
Kicks to McDaniel. Pass to Noel. Dish now to Anderson. 3 seconds left, and Anderson slams it in.
That's how you do it, big fella, with power. Yes.
Tie game in Minnesota. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
23.
First half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Desmond Bane really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. We've got Brandon Clark. Williams is out there with Green. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Conchar into the 2. Memphis trailing here. Now here's Jones. The long distance 3 is fair. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's McLaughlin. And the pass to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Guarded by Green. There's McDaniels. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Here's Conchar. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And now a 4-point Grizzly lead.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Here's Reed. Hits the layup in for the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Over in the corner, Williams. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Here's Noel. No good on the triple. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. The lead is 2. Clark kicks to Green. Clark dishes to Green. Outside Williams. 3-pointer. The shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Anderson passes to Reed. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Jones, the pass to Clark. It's rebounded by McLaughlin.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
He dishes it to Anderson. Over Clark. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Stolen by Anderson. Inside.
2 minutes.
Pass to Noel.
2 minutes.
Passes to McLaughlin. To the inside. Reed. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small in his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Here's Jones. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Conchar. Just 5 to shoot. To end the cold streak. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Here's McLaughlin. goes off from three-point range. Memphis has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. 55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. McDaniels kicks to Anderson. 6 to shoot. A shot. The Grizzlies pull it in. And the wide open shot from Green. Misses the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Noel passes to Anderson. Reed with it, 16 feet away. The pass to Anderson. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Substitution on the court.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. With 2 seconds left. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Grizzlies lead by 1. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with a pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from the big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. At-court guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Minnesota calls timeout.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Towns finds Russell. Clock at 6. Shot from a low block. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Gobert's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Timberwolves. Morant outside. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Russell inside. Jackson against Towns. Back to Russell. 5 to shoot. Prince against Brooks. Here's Russell with the 3. Morant with some nice D. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 1-point game. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam.
Wow. Dylan Brooks off the bounce. Teammates are loving that.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Russell kicks to Towns. Down low. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Pass to Brooks. That one, no good. Nice D from Russell. The Timberwolves shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Trains the three-pointer. Edwards got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
Well, that's an extremely hard shot to defend if Edwards can master the pull-up. Watch out now. It would be a real weapon for him.
And it's Morant missing. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Edwards, oh my goodness! What a play!
Doctor, oh my goodness, Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Takes it inside. It's deflected and stolen by Russell. Prince with it. Now defended by Adams. And the rejection by Jackson. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside Edwards. Towns finds Edwards. Out to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Time on the clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeremy Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And shooting against Adams, very challenging. He's an assertive defender who won't back off.
Out to Brooks. And stolen by Prince. And here we go. Prince has got it. The fast break chance. Towns, the pass to Edwards. Dishes it to Gobert. Towns for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of skill.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Prince pitch to Russell. Out to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Over Brooks. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Will it go? And the rejection by Towns. Russell against Morant. From 12 feet out. Russell, no good.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another like that.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Jackson against Towns. Towns is doubled. Outside Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. Whoa! Can you believe that?
Turns up and turns out. Throwing it down. Come on.
So it's Minnesota taking it up. All right, David, thank you.
Seen, but he says everyone.
Yeah, they're making strides, Allie, no question. Here we go. So the Timberwolves win the tip. So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Now here's McDaniels. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Jackson pass to Zubats. Morris finds Jackson. Leonard outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Morris. From 12 feet, 2 points. That one goes.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. It's a great pass.
Outside Edwards. From deep. It's rebounded by Morris. Now Los Angeles with it.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
First team foul.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Leonard way outside. Rebound Minnesota. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
And here are the Clippers now. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. And here's Russell. The layup is good.
Again, Russell able to dance behind the screen, and once he's able to set you up like that, it's over.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And he's good on the second. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
Russell pass to Gobert. Puts the move on. And Gobert with the stuff.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Jackson pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Over McDaniels. Shot by Leonard, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Towns for three. No good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Russell against Jackson. It's Edwards on the wing. It's stolen by Leonard. Here we go, one-on-one. Puts it up from 15. That one off the back iron and out. Minnesota in the lead. Outside McDaniels. Outside Russell. Back to Daniels. The kick out to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Russell up top. 4-3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, this becomes the D-Lo zone right now, and he's got the kind of range to step back even further.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Towns against Morris. Jackson on the wing. Morris down low. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Morris has got his second basket of the game.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
Right wing. Towns for 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Jackson pass to George. Leonard right side. Kicks it out to Jackson. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Here's Jackson. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with us. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor. And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on, fires it. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Up top, George, guarded by Edwards. Kicks it to George. Three-pointer. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. George has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Russell against Jackson. Edwards for 3.
it from deep. And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
It's blocked by Gobert. And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots. And really showing the athleticism, flying solo.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Morris passes to Zubac. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Russell with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. It's McDaniels on the wing. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
And stolen by Gobert. Russell finds McDaniels. Launches a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Jackson down low, guarded by Russell. Morris against Towns. Morris passes to Jackson. Back to Morris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Morris. Fires from deep. Hey, we see plenty of three-point shots every game, Brent. Would you say it's still a shooter's league?
Yeah, I would say it's still a scorer's league, PA, rather than a shooter because, look, a lot of people can take shots. There aren't too many that make them efficiently. So that part is going nowhere. I think it's about creating points and trying to get it to the most opportunistic way you can score. That's what the offense's job is to do.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Crosses over. Second chance shot. Fader on the way. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And of course he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
Good on the second one. Jackson with it. George outside. Jackson on the wing. Back to George. Pass to Morris. Second chance effort. Out to Leonard. From the arc. Hits a three-pointer. Leonard's got 5 now.
Kawhi confident in that shot there. Just gets the ball. He really didn't waste any time.
Jackson against Russell. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Jackson down low, guarded by Russell. Here's Zubac, and it's slammed in by Zubac.
Rise up and flush it, big man. If he wanted to, he could have ripped the rim off the backboard on that one.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards against Leonard. No good on the strong take. Here's Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Morris outside. Back to Leonard. It could go. It's good. It's good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The T-Wolves on top, up by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
We've got Jalen Noel, Nas Reed out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Taurean Prince. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And the second free throw is good. And here are the Clippers now. It's a three-point game. Covington inside. Anderson's there. Out to Covington. This for the tie. Sinks it from distance. It's all knotted up.
And Covington knows this is a big part of his role to knock down threes.
Out to the right wing. Shot from 16. Tips it up. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Reed's got his first 2 points.
Beautiful effort on that tip in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Wall finds Powell. Anderson against Covington. Shot clock at 6 for the lead. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Well, Brett, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, PA, you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Intercepted. Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Reed, a screen on Powell. Back to Reed. Powell with it. Picked up by Reed. Here's Covington. Oh, swiped away. Here's Prince. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Noel, no good. Here's Mann. Wall attacking. Here's Batum. Off target at the rim. Here's Prince. Powell covers. Powell with a steal. On the wing man. Powell outside. Pass to Batum. Wall with it. Stolen by Anderson. Pass break, Minnesota. For the dunk.
Looking to run, Prince just streaks down the open court.
The Clippers trail. Outside Wall. Here's Mann. Oh, and Reed with a block. And he recovers it. 5 to shoot. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter of the game. Uses the glass on the layup. And now it's a 4-point Minnesota lead.
Anderson's inside game reminiscent of an old teammate of his, Boris Diaw, patient in the post around the rim.
Out to Powell. To stop the drought. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Now, Norman Powell settling in is understanding more and more of who he is at the professional level. He's a scorer. He can shoot the three at a high clip.
And so Powell nails them both. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Here's McLaughlin inside. Here's Reed. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Nick Batum, and he makes the first. And so he hits both. Los Angeles has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Outside Covington. The kick out to Wall. Powell outside. Pass to Batum. Drops in the layup for two. Batum's gotten his first basket of the night.
Batum just shrugging off contact that time.
Here's McLaughlin. And here's Reed. Oh, got a piece of it. Anderson for three. Drains the triple. Anderson's got 6.
That's a pretty good look from Kyle Anderson. Good form as he squares up and knocks down one from the perimeter.
Pass to Batum. Outside Covington. And now the T-Wolves on the break. To the wing, right side. Anderson inside, covered by Covington. Reed hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And now a 7-point Timberwolves lead. Now Wall. Powell left side. And so it's Minnesota closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. And so in the game for Los Angeles, Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Terrence Mann is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Batum in at the center position. Here's Mann. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Minnesota in the lead. Here's McLaughlin. Outside Anderson. Batum pulls it in. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And Batum playing with some aggressiveness here, drawing that foul.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Wall for 3. Nails it from 3. Wall's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
And he uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for his jumper. Wall is so skilled as a scorer.
Here's Brent. Outside Anderson. Launches it. The shot no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Powell passes to Batum. Back to Powell. Batum left side. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 in this 4th. Not good. Pass to Reed. Kicks it out to Anderson. Oh, Covington with a block.
The rejection. Covington, good job defensively.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Leonard. Oh, it's blocked by Towns. It's Edwards with a drive. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Jackson against Russell. Morris passes to Jackson. Wide open look. Here's Morris. Oh, the slam dunk by Morris.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
from Gobert, answering the call when his team beats him.
Leonard outside. Jackson on the wing, guarded by Russell. Out to Leonard. Back to Jackson. And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. Edwards against George. Edwards can't hit. Los Angeles has got 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Pass to George. Over Edwards. Here's Zubac. Oh, and that with no question powered it down.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Edwards against George. Outside Russell.
Oh, he nails it! There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Zubac passes to Leonard. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. Rudy Gobert picks one. The free throw drops for Leonard.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
It's Edwards with a drive.
Yes! Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there. That was big league. Pass to Zubac. Jackson finds some space. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Denied by Leonard.
That's why they call him the Croc. Kawhi getting in there with those massive mitts.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
The kick out to Edwards. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. We're out.
Both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchup.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the one spot. No luck that time either. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball is call number 4.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Morant passes to Jackson. Payne with it. It's stolen by Morris. Outside, George. Morris outside. To the middle. Here's Zubats. Takes it out to Leonard. Shoots the three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Of course, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. Think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Now here's Leonard. Jacks up a three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Boy, to think back in college, the three-point shot was a real struggle for Kawhi Leonard. Now it's become a strength.
It's stolen by Morris. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
You know, an easy basket made possible because the assist was crisp and it was perfectly placed.
Adams drawing the double team. Pass to Bain. On the wing, Jackson fires for three. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Pass to Zubats. On the wing, George. And the three off target. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 4-point game. There's the drive. And Morant
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Takes it out to Leonard. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Morris, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Jackson passes to Morris. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Brooks. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And the quickness of Brooks' drive can be overwhelming. Burst inside before the D can react.
Back to Jackson. We've got 1:55 left here in the first quarter. And the wide open shot from Morris. And they recover it. George finds Morris. Again, the miss by Morris. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Adams dishes to Jackson. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Los Angeles has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Here's George, and George with this stuff.
That's a play that's all about positioning, and Paul George has the elevation to make it easy.
Here's Brooks.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
The funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
Pass to Morant. Lets it go with a 3. No good there. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now the pass to Leonard. Beyond the arc. The Clippers rebound. Zubac. And here's Morris for 3. Here's Zubac. And George kicks to Leonard. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And here's Leonard from 3. They get it back. Zubac, that's good.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here's Morant. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. In the corner, it's Bain. Feeds to Adams. The layup off target. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Bain for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Outside Jackson on the wing, George. Back to Jackson. Outside Leonard. The tray. That shot missing.
Not sure why he keeps trying his best to keep here. It's just not.
Boy, Steven Adams getting into transition. He is a problem in that situation.
Morris looking over the floor. Leonard on the wing from outside the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally, and I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
And that one's good, George.
Well, Paul George, so dangerous from beyond the arc. You better get a hand up and contest.
Outside Jackson from deep three-point range. Morant outside to the paint, stolen by Zubac. Bain against George. Passes it to Leonard. From the arc. And there's Paul George on the assist from Leonard. George has got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles. To the inside. Stolen by George. Jackson against Morant. Outside Leonard. Takes a 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brooks, left side. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
And he can't hit the second. Clippers leading by 11. Pass to Morris. On the wing, Jackson. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 1:56 left in the first half. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Tipped away. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
What a career arc when you consider Reggie Jackson. Here is a guy that literally was so frustrated at one point he considered retiring. And yet he puts in the effort and has a tremendous season.
Now, here's Bain. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. From deep, George connects from three-point range. And the Clippers lead by 14.
And this is a shot Paul George makes consistently, right? When he's in rhythm, he's ready to fire off the bounce.
Doris, looking at Reggie Jackson, he's coming off one of his best seasons ever.
Yeah, and you love that for a guy like him, not giving up, not letting the struggle impact his passion, giving the same effort he did as a rookie. I love his story, Kevin.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
George against Bain. The shot by George, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Adams.
Steven Adams is improving on the offensive end, and given his size and strength, he's effective from inside.
Jackson looking around. Outside Leonard. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Kawhi Leonard, tremendous timing on that play. You've got to be shot ready on the catch.
Morant outside. Outside for Jackson. Inside, Adams. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Adams has got 6.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to them. Thanks so much, David. We'll step.
15, the Clippers, 26.
dive into the second half. We'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from George.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batum is out there with Robert Covington and his man in at the 3 spot. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Jones finds Williams. And Williams with the stop.
Well known for being a terrific passer. He shows you right there. Case in point.
Pass to Powell. Drives to the hoop. Here's man. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Here's Powell. Man passes to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Covington kicks to Powell. Drills it from outside.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Outside, Green launches a 3. No good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Jones against Wall. Takes it out to Covington. And there's the pass to Powell. This one for 3. The shot, no good. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Grizzlies. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. And Covington sends it back.
So disruptive at the defensive end. Look in the box score, and Covington will be the source of blocks and steals consistently.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. The Grizzlies trail by 14.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. And if he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Outside, Covington. Clippers moving the ball around. The 3. Green with the rebound. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Clippers leading by 12. Passes it to Powell. There's 1:54 left to play here in the third. The Clippers get another chance here. A second chance effort. Covington's shot is off.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And it's Wall at the elbow. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Morant with the steal. Kicks it to Brooks. Back to Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Clippers shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Ball passes to Powell. Back to Wall. The feed to Batum. Powell with the bounce pass. Outside for Batum. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Wall. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Adams. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Adams has got 8 points.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And Wall. Here we go now. Covington passes to Pop. Los Angeles with another miss. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Jackson kicks to Adams. Back to Jackson. Pass to Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
Both free throws good from Morant. Outside, George trying to end the drought, and George with this stuff.
Boy, there's a smoothness to Paul George's game. He's moving fast, but he makes it look easy.
And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Outside Jackson. There's the triple. Rebounded by Jackson. And Los Angeles guys shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Morris inside. Jackson on him. Great open look there. George has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Clippers.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
And funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
Fires the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Just out for a 3-point play. That one on George.
And here's a guy that's not in coast mode. Jackson going to give it all he has every minute he's on the floor. That's how he earns the and one.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
First team.
Jackson against Morant. Outside Leonard. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. And really a tough break for the D.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Jackson passes to Zubac. 5 to shoot. And here's Leonard from 3.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks lead that test on this end and just disrupt.
And it's Morant at the elbow. And finished off by Morant.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Jackson kicks to George. Morris finds Jackson. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Bain against George. Jackson has the open look. Traps in the tray.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
George against Bain, and it's George finishing it off.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Morant drives in. And a wide open look for Payne. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. Payne's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. 1:53 left in the fourth. Jackson passes to George. Jackson kicks to George. Here's Leonard. It's good. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Outside for Jackson. Leonard against Brooks. Morant right side. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The confidence Morant has in himself is impressive. He brushes pressure off like it's nothing.
And he is unable to get the second one.
He gets them to within one possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Jackson misses the Leonard. Nice D from Brooks.
That's some outstanding on-court awareness there. Just a terrific change of shot.
Morant's against Jackson. Morant passes to Bain. Dishes it to Jackson. To Bain to tie it up. He gets hauled in by Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Morant. Jackson from long range. He can't hit that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Leonard dishes to George. Back to Leonard. Outside, George. Here's the three. And the rebound by Jerry Jackson. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're down by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw the play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it, and a contested three, never an easy shot.
So it's the Clippers taking the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good.
this one as they go up against the Minnesota. Well, the pace figures to be fast tonight. Two teams that thrive when the tempo is at its quickest.
You're going to love this one. Up and down. Neither squad likes to use too much of the shot clock. They'll be looking to get out in transition every time they get a chance.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Payne, pass to Morant. Now here's Adams. A soft touch off the glass.
Watch how Adams puts his physique to work, grinding up the defense and finding an inside shot.
Russell with the ball. Started by Morant. Pass to Prince. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. It's a one-on-one situation. Morant against Russell. There's Jackson with the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in a small island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bang, getting off the ground with ease.
Edwards. Brooks with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Jackson outside. Back to Brooks. To the paint. Here's Adams. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Such a wide open look.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Right side Morant. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Russell against Morant. The kick out to Edwards. To the middle. Shoots. Nifty move. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Hard to stop Gobert on the dunk. His length gives him a clear path to the rim.
Brooks, right side. Jackson for 3. Edwards pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. He takes it in. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Morant against Russell. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. To the inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And they're on the break. And stolen by Gobert. First quarter of action. Just under 3.5 minutes played. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. Pass to Bane. Brooks outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
The ability to finish with either hand makes Brooks a dangerous scorer around the bucket.
And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
This seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. There's something that has really brought this group together.
Edwards for 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Brooks outside. There's 42 seconds left in the first. Inside for Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Jackson for 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. They get it again. Gobert. It's good.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
Brooks outside. Pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
And Edwards puts up a deep 3. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Grizzlies leading by...
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Memphis.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Edwards, a pass to Towns. To the paint. Gobert inside, started by Bane. Well, Smitty, great teams have a plan B when plan A fails.
Well, a part of this is coaching, but it's also about having the talent to win more than one way. Also, it's about ad-libbing and being able to change on the fly. A seasoned vet, Rudy Gobert, a double-double machine.
Outside for Brooks. To Morant. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Morant's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Russell against Morant. Oh, Adams with the block.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
And Edwards slams it in.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
6 on the shot clock. From deep, Morant. Not going to go that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
As to Prince, here's Towns. From deep three-point range. And it's Bane with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Jackson finds Morant. From deep. Minnesota with a rebound.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Russell, the pass to Towns. From about 19, and the jumper is on the mark. Towns has got his first 2 points of the night.
Just pure shooting ability from Towns. Exceptional. A big guy who can do it all on the offensive end.
Outside Morant, into the lane. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Fred, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? He came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better.
Towns passes to Russell. Outside Edwards. Doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. On the wing, Brooks. Outside Morant. This one for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Nice stroke by Morant. You love to see him drain the three a little bit more.
Russell pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Russell against Morant to the middle. Jackson left side. Second shot opportunity. Adams shot's good. Adams just got 6 points.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
Pass to Towns. Outside for Russell. The three ball. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And you know, we always talk about this.
Wow! Crazy good!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Russell, pass to Edwards. Over Bain. Edwards can't hit.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Bain. And so it's Memphis with a 6-point.
The Timberwolves, 17.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Well, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Jalen Noel out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's McDaniels. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Anderson in at the 4. To the right side. Pass to McDaniels. Here's McLaughlin. Releases. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Memphis leading. Here's Williams. And a missed layup. And for Minnesota, they're shooting just 35% from the floor. McDaniels can't hit. And the Grizzlies shooting around 53%, a nice number. Pass to Clark. Yep, that one goes. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
A play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's Noel. Outside McDaniels. Now here's Reid. A slam dunk by Reid.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Left side Jones. The kick out to Williams. Stolen by Anderson. Here's McDaniels. Down low.
Grizzlies foul. Volume good. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. To the wing, right side. Here's Reid. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
No good on the free throw.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Outside Jones. Outside Williams. Back to Jones. Right side Williams. Clock at 6. Pass to Clark. Got it. Good job in the low post. Clark's got 4 points this quarter.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others. Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major impact. He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Now here's Jones. Defense is right there. Outside, Williams. Hangs in the air. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Anderson.
First team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Zion Williams. Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Kicks it out to Anderson. Takes a 3. He's off on that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Inside, here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
The veteran presence of Danny Green, keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Here's McLaughlin, and stolen by Williams. To the inside. McLaughlin with the rebound.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Deflects the pass. And he lobs it up top. Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Outside Morant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Russell against Morant. Beyond the arc. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Pass to Prince. 6 to shoot. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. 15 seconds left to play in the third. Russell with the ball. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Towns for 3. No good on the shot. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Russell against Moran. Brooks outside. Pass to Adams. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Steven Adams.
The officials were right on top of that one.
That one's no good. Memphis leading. The 3 from Bain. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. And there's the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. To the middle. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Bain against Towns. Brooks from outside. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Down low. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
In just one college year, Jaren Jackson averaged 3 blocks a game. He has that potential at this level.
Outside Russell. From outside, off the mark. The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Bain, the pass to Adams. Brooks outside. The drive by Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Adams. It's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. And there's the call on Dillon Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
The Timberwolves trail. Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Morant. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the paint. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
And it's Morant on the drive. Tries to stem the cold streak. And another miss by Memphis. Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the 4th. 0 for 4. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Okay, check out the handles of John Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. A minute 37 left in the 4th. 5 on the clock. And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
So much riding on that possession. Just a huge shot. What determination on that play.
Outside Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. Out to the right wing. Morant against Russell. The 11-footer. Morant, no good. For Minnesota, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Tips it.
Call out effort from Towns, putting the team on his back and getting them the shot they need.
There's 53 seconds left in this 4th quarter here. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Outside Morant. Jackson outside. And there's the shot clock violation. possession. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Here's Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Prince. To tie it up. No luck on that one. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Now here's Morant.
We know he likes to block shots, but Rudy Gobert impact on contesting shots just as important.
Russell from outside. The three won't fall. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight rally. Thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.